What happens when one of the world's richest football clubs spends £50 million on luxury training facilities, but forces their own women's team into portable cabins? Welcome to the story of Manchester United's Carrington transformation, a project with everything: world-class design, cutting-edge technology, and a controversy that stunned the football world. Inside, players enjoy F1 simulators, private barbershops, on-site MRI scanners, and altitude chambers, all set within sleek glass walls and spiral staircases designed by the same architect behind Wembley Stadium. It was meant to represent the future of football, a symbol of ambition and innovation. But behind this £50 million paradise lies a scandal that revealed the ugly truth about priorities in modern football. This is a story of ambition and betrayal, of progress and hypocrisy, and how Manchester United's vision for the future came at a heavy cost. Let's go back to the late 1990s. At that time, Sir Alex Ferguson had a serious problem with the Cliff, Manchester United's historic training ground that had been in use since 1938. It wasn't just old and cramped. The real issue was privacy. Opposition scouts regularly sat outside, watching training sessions. Journalists showed up almost daily, and fans crowded the gates for autographs. For Ferguson, it became impossible to test tactics or new ideas without the world finding out. The site was landlocked, the pitches unreliable, and expansion was impossible. If United wanted to stay at the top, they needed something revolutionary. In 1998, the club's board began scouting potential locations across Greater Manchester. They wanted a huge private area that could serve the club for decades. After several months, they discovered a perfect spot, a 108-acre piece of land in Carrington, just under 10 miles from Old Trafford, completely isolated from the public eye. It offered the privacy, space, and flexibility Ferguson had been looking for. Construction began in 1999 with a reported budget of £22 million, a significant sum at the time. The new complex was designed to be more than just a training ground. It was a secure, self-contained environment for elite performance. When Carrington opened in 2000, it represented a new era. It included 14 professional-grade pitches, a 25-meter swimming pool, hydrotherapy and medical facilities, indoor running tracks, squash courts, and modern offices for staff. It was everything the Cliff wasn't: secure, modern, and built to maintain Manchester United's dominance for years to come. However, the next chapter would be very different. In 2005, when the Glazer family completed their leveraged takeover of Manchester United, priorities shifted. The focus moved toward generating revenue, while long-term infrastructure investment began to slow down. Although the club continued to spend heavily on transfers, upgrades to facilities became rare. The last major improvement at Carrington came in 2013, when a £25 million medical and sports science building was added in response to a growing injury list. After that, the development stopped almost entirely. During the same period, rivals began moving far ahead. Manchester City unveiled the £200 million Etihad campus, setting a new standard for football facilities. Others, from Chelsea and Liverpool to even mid-table clubs, invested heavily in modern complexes, leaving Manchester United trailing behind. By comparison, Carrington began to look outdated. The gym equipment was old, the recovery facilities were basic, and the medical technology lagged behind modern standards. Players noticed it, and many quietly voiced their frustrations behind the scenes. By 2022, the situation had become serious. Reports suggested that new signings and their representatives were unimpressed during tours of the facility, with some even citing it as a reason to consider other clubs. Then, in November 2022, Cristiano Ronaldo's explosive interview with Piers Morgan brought the issue into the global spotlight. Ronaldo claimed that nothing had changed since he left the club in 2009. Not the gym, not the pool, not even the kitchen. The comments went viral, and suddenly, the world was talking about Manchester United's outdated infrastructure. A year later, there was finally hope for change. In December 2023, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's company Ineos completed a £1.3 billion deal to purchase a 27.7% stake in Manchester United, taking control of all football operations. As a lifelong fan, Ratcliffe wasted no time. He ordered a full review of the club's structure, including Old Trafford, the recruitment system, and the Carrington training complex itself. When the report on Carrington was presented, Ratcliffe was reportedly shocked. The facilities weren't just outdated, they were actively limiting the team's potential. In modern football, marginal gains make all the difference: recovery, data, nutrition, and performance science. Manchester United was falling behind in all of them. Ratcliffe made his decision quickly. Carrington would no longer symbolize decline. It would become the foundation of Manchester United's revival, no matter the cost. Manchester United didn't go halfway. They hired Lord Norman Foster, the Manchester-born architect behind Wembley and Qatar's Lusail Stadium, to reimagine their home of preparation. His mission was bold: design a facility that could rebuild a winning culture and return United to the top of world football. Foster's plan wasn't to demolish, but to reinvent. The 1999 complex would stay standing, yet everything inside would be transformed. His design focused on three things: natural light, seamless movement, and constant collaboration between players and coaches. From the outside, the change is striking. The old gray walls and narrow windows are gone. In their place, a two-story glass facade, skylights pouring sunlight into every corner, and warm timber cladding softening the concrete shell. Even the landscape has been redesigned. New walkways link directly to the training pitches, with better flow across the site. Carrington finally looks like a facility built for 2025, not 1999. Inside, everything revolves around what Foster calls the flow zone, a natural path from arrival to training, recovery, and nutrition. The changing rooms now feature timber paneling, personalized lockers, and adjustable lighting to match the moment, from focus to relaxation. The gym has been completely rebuilt, anchored by a high-altitude chamber that simulates training 3,000 meters above sea level, building stamina and recovery without leaving Manchester. The hydrotherapy zone includes adjustable underwater treadmills that let players rehab in chest-deep water and transition smoothly to full training. The new medical wing houses on-site MRI and CT scanners, meaning players can be assessed within hours. Cryotherapy chambers, compression therapy rooms, and massage suites overlook the training pitches, combining science with serenity. At the heart of the complex stands a spiral staircase wrapped in United history, from the 1999 treble to Ronaldo's Champions League triumph. Every step is a reminder of what this club represents. Upstairs, a panoramic players' lounge opens onto a terrace with sweeping views of the training grounds. Inside, the mix of natural wood, soft grays, and subtle red accents gives it the calm of a luxury retreat. Nearby, chefs and nutritionists craft personalized meals from a state-of-the-art kitchen, while coaches and analysts work in glass-walled offices designed for constant collaboration. Even the pitches have been transformed: 14 training surfaces, all relayed with Deso hybrid grass, the same used at Old Trafford, complete with undersoil heating and irrigation to create perfect conditions year-round. A specialized goalkeeper zone adds rebound walls and adjustable goals for focused drills. Every detail serves a single purpose: performance. What was once an outdated, closed-off complex has become a living, breathing hub of innovation. A space built not just to train players, but to inspire them. Carrington is no longer a relic of the past. It's the foundation for Manchester United's future. When Ineos first took control, a fierce internal debate erupted about Carrington's future. One faction argued for complete abandonment: sell Carrington, buy new land, build a £200 million facility from scratch, rivaling Manchester City's Etihad campus. For months in early 2024, scouts toured Greater Manchester, identifying potential sites. They found promising land at the Tatton Estate, with space for a complete campus, but others urged renovation. Building new would mean 3 to 5 years of planning battles and temporary relocations. Carrington's structure was sound, the location ideal. When architects confirmed it could be transformed for a quarter of the cost, and in a single year, Sir Jim Ratcliffe made the call: renovate, don't relocate. It was practical, but the execution would be brutal. On July 17, 2024, construction officially started. Eric Wright Construction, a Lancashire-based contractor who'd worked on previous Carrington projects, took on the challenge. The logistics were nightmarish: completely gut and rebuild a training facility while keeping a Premier League squad training there daily. This wasn't renovating an empty building where you can make noise and mess freely. Temporary barriers divided the building into construction zones and operational zones. The funding came directly from Sir Jim Ratcliffe's £300 million capital injection when Ineos purchased their stake. This was Ratcliffe's money, not the Glazers'. The £50 million budget was set, and surprisingly, the project came in exactly on target. Rare in construction, where cost overruns are almost expected. Then came the moment that changed the story. In late June 2024, news broke that Manchester United's women's team, fresh off their first ever FA Cup win, were being evicted from their new £10 million facility. Their building was reassigned to the men's team as a temporary base during renovations. The women were sent to portable cabins, metal-sided, makeshift structures more suited to a construction site than Champions. For weeks, they trained at St. George's Park, over 60 miles away. The impact was immediate. Captain Katie Zellum left for America, World Cup goalkeeper Mary Earps departed for PSG. Other key players followed. Ratcliffe's public response made it worse, stating the men's team was his focus because that's what moves the needle. The backlash was fierce, with the PFA getting involved and media coverage turning brutal. Still, the work pressed on, and on August 8, 2025, just over a year later, the transformation was complete. Sir Jim Ratcliffe cut the ribbon in a ceremony covered worldwide. Players moved in that Wednesday, exploring their new surroundings with genuine excitement. The timing was perfect, finished over a week before the 2025-26 Premier League season, giving everyone time to settle. The facility is genuinely world-class. The spiral staircase, floor-to-ceiling windows, altitude chamber, MRI scanners, F1 simulator, everything promises to give United a competitive edge. Combined with the earlier £10 million women's and academy building, Ratcliffe has now invested over £60 million in Carrington, the biggest investment since 2000. But beneath the celebration, a shadow lingered. The women's team controversy never faded. Reports later revealed that while Ineos had set an ambitious target for the women to win the WSL by 2028, there was no real plan to get there. Even an Ineos spokesperson admitted their impact had been limited. In the end, Carrington's story became more than architecture. It became a test of values. United built a masterpiece: the glass, the light, the spiral staircase symbolizing progress. But progress means nothing if it leaves people behind. The club built a paradise for £50 million, yet lost something far more valuable in the process: dignity, equality, and trust. The building now shines brighter than ever, but just outside its glass walls, those portable cabins still cast a long, quiet shadow. This is Carrington, a place rebuilt for the future, yet haunted by the past. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into football stories.